third set action here. The Premier Volleyball League Open Conference, right straight from the BCV Social, Civic, and Cultural Center in Bacara, Ilocos Norte. Magandang gabi, Pilipinas. Boom Gonzalez and Remulia Kanda. Ayitin Sai, by the way, who is the only on-cam talent there in the venue witnessing this live. But we want to say hi to everybody watching, whatever platform you're watching through, as the Creamline Cool Smashers, the defending champions, looking good at the right time, and in the first two sets.
You see the chemistry is there.
You know, we were tied at 14 all. There was like around the 17-point mark, and then the 19-point mark, and then ito na, hiwalay na naman ang Creamline. They did it a little later than in the first set. Medyo mas kumapit ang Santa Lucia, which is also a good sign for them, I guess, for a team that is looking for chemistry, that you're getting better by the set. Now let's see if here in the third set they can recover from the late set collapses.
So and it has to be sooner.
Yeah.
Much sooner, and if they can, it's managing to get a lead over Creamline, at least here in the third set, just to shake things up a bit quickly. Let's see if they can.
Right now, it's 3-0 though. Phillips. Go to the other side. Valdez. Phillips will keep it in play, so that's an easy over. 3-0 for Creamline. They go to Eliza in the middle, and she puts it away.
You see pure joy in their faces.
That's the play. That's the play right there. Hinatak ni Risa Sato at tinapos Eliza Valdez for a 4-0 lead here. Premier Volleyball League. Second game earlier today. Again, Cherry Pigo crossovers beating the PLDT home fiber power hitters. Cheng. Chance ball. A chance to score a point. They go to Phillips in the middle, and it's checked, but it goes out. So the first point in set number 3 for the Santa Lucia Lady Realtors.
Okay, what's interesting in the previous set is that the stats in terms of attacks, not so far for the Lady Realtors, 11 attack points, 13 for the Cool Smashers. But where the Cool Smashers really had an advantage was their blocking. And you mentioned this. They had 4 block points. Santa Lucia, despite the height, only got 1 block point. So I think in that sense, the approach to how they will make sure mahihirapan ng konti yung blockers ng Creamline. It's important now for the Lady Realtors.
And quietly, Eliza has built 12 points and 9 attacks and 3 blocks. I mean, if you, right?
Yes.
Quietly,
normally,
no?
we will mention her name a lot.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah.
But in this case, yeah, you're right. Very quiet.
Yeah. Because we were paying attention to Mitch Gumabaw and Janet Panaga. And yan ang veterano talaga. Just, again, in her own words, just picking her spots. And just all of a sudden, she already has 12 points.
But, also speaks a lot about how Gia is managing the place, right?
Now, Jonas Sabete will move out for her old teammate and now still teammate, Jovi Prado, way earlier here. Coach Orculio is making a change earlier in the set now because they are down 5. Phillips. Gumabaw. Look at the power behind that.
I think that's what is missing at this point. You see that the returns or yung balik ng bola from the side of Creamline, there's so much power, there's so much force, and probably something that we are looking for also.
Those twice-a-day workouts that she's complaining about is really serving her well. But it's the same thing. She and Eliza said they did not believe because they were trying to play catch-up, right? Everybody's trying to play catch-up. As you look at the numbers for Mitch, and they're leading 7-2. All these teams are trying to play catch-up in the last 2 months. So some of the teams, if not all of them, went to twice a day, which they haven't felt in 2 days or since their college days. As we go into the first technical timeout there, Mitch Gumabaw again scoring. But the difference that she makes fun of it because it brings her back to college, sabi niya. Pero hindi na pang college yung edad daw nila.
I the sacrifice of training
Right.
twice a day to catch up.
Right.
It's just showing.
Speaking of age, and I had Mosey Ravenna guesting on our show this morning, the game weekend, and she made an excellent point about, again, we're talking about this new professional Premier Volleyball League, right? It's a professional league, and it's also a league full of superstars. But the point here is it's a different generation and batches of superstars. You're talking about the Isa Maisas, and then the generation of Eliza Valdez, and then the generation of Tots and Isa Molde, di ba? Parang from the Tina Salak pa, di ba? Who just joined the PBL. You're looking at all of these batches coming together in one professional league as the Lady Realtors here are struggling and are down by six.
And if you're a young player and you get to play against these
Imagine that.
veterans, you get exposed to this kind of volleyball.
Imagine
It's
that.
amazing.
Imagine that. We never thought it would happen, but it is happening. And the other thing that's happening, it's the Creamline Smashers pounding the Lady Realtors into submission here in set number three. Palomata. Palomata was there, but just too much force and power behind the Gemma Galanza strike. It is an 8-point lead for the defending champions. I know you have some numbers with you, and I don't know if you are allowed to share.
Of course, I am allowed to share. But just some of the top scorers in the second set, previous set. So we have Pontillas right on point because we were talking about her total of 6 points, mostly coming from her offense, 4 points on that. And Valdez, we mentioned how she's already scored 12 points so far in this match. In the second set, she scored 5 points, four from attacks, and one block point. Still,
Yeah, biggest lead of the match, 10 to 2. And this time, the Cool Smashers looking like they don't want to wait towards the end of the set anymore. They want to continue the run early here. Panaga also playing very well. Panaga must be happy because, you know, sh- they they couldn't beat Creamline, right? In the
and
finals,
now
and now she's okay. She's joined the
I'm
other
here.
side as as Dave Phillips gets the point. Three will be serving 10. A multi-sport girl. Did you know that? That she played. We're not talking about just playing a sport. She competed in different sports as Michelle Gumabao gets a crack in that ball, finds it, and forces the ball through it. 11 to 3 is our score.
Nice note. He's very athletic. I think
MJ
she's
Phillips,
very
yeah.
athletic.
She was competing all at the same time. Softball, basketball, and volleyball.
Wow.
Volleyball being her favorite. Wow. Yeah. Prado getting the point there. Four, serving 11. Maaga pa dito. This is early in the third set. Got to get something going if you're the Lady Realtors. Joey Prado, another veteran. Man, that power from Gemma Galante.
And this is what we are seeing. Most of the attacks really coming from the side of the full smashers with so much force
You're
put
right.
into it. And you see
That's a
that,
good
no?
point. Yeah.
Pagdating sa block, you see the way the ball
Yeah.
bounces back.
That's an excellent point. May diin talaga, no?
Nanggigigil sila
Yeah.
because it's about
Good.
time.
How about that? Prado with a couple of attacks here to bring some life into this Lady Realtor campaign. Through the block. And a faster strike, too.
Exactly what they need at this point.
Five Serving 12. Oh, Morado saw it. She saw so much um, real estate, if I may use the realtor.
Sumobra lang.
Oo, sumobra lang. Nakita niya, laki ng espasyo dun. Liza Valdez not worried. They have a 6-point lead and then a 2-sets-to-love lead. Little mini rally here for Santa Lucia. 7 will be serving 12. 3 points to attacks and a block. Easy take on the receive. Nobody home at the back. Nasara ng pinto. Itong si Eliza Valdez. Was that Cheng responsible for the block, Ann?
Let's take a look at that. I think it's
It
Cheng.
is. Just read it well. So a timeout here will be called by Coach Sherwin Meneses, the interim coach of the Creamline Cool Smashers. As Coach Tai Bundit, I saw a video of him, you know, on a tripod on phone while Cool
Training.
Smashers were doing the drills, and Mitch was saying that it is as intense as ever. But Eliza says
A
he,
much
she,
awaited matchup is brought to you today by the Premier Volleyball League. The Creamline Cool Smashers PVL defending champions versus the Santa Lucia Lady Realtors. Creamline Cool Smashers team captain Eliza Valdez is excited and confident even without the presence of Coach Sai today, given that their team strengthened their connection in their 2-month bubble as seen in the previous sets. Eliza is also accelerated upon entering the Pro League, given that she can inspire many kids to take on that same volleyball path as hers. On the other side of the court, Nika Reyes is also as thrilled to play with and against legendary players. According to her, the strength of the Santa Lucia Lady Realtors lies within its roster filled with veterans and additional guidance coming from Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Both teams are focused on their individual movements and are ready to fight to get their team on the winning track. Let's continue the game to see who will get the upper hand.
Saeed inside, reporting inside the PCV Social, Civic, and Cultural Center in Baccaray, Ilocos Norte. Perfect. She was talking about that connection between her and Eliza Valdez and Tai Bundit. And I just wanted to continue just to finish this thought. In the middle of this rally, by the way, Anna, Del Palmata is still serving.
You
And
jinxed it, I think.
thanks, partner. Thanks for looking out. 13 to 10, Cool Smashers, but she's been serving for a
Yep.
while. This rally was good to get them back into it because they were down by 8
Mhm.
at this in this set, 10 to 2, kanina. So just to finish that thought, Eliza did say that she misses the intensity, the personal intensity that Coach Tai provides in the training area that people do not see.
Well, of course, everything is very different. The players, the coaches, in this setup of, in the pandemic, there's a lot of adjustment that needs to be made. But I'm pretty sure because he coach tayo, ganun siya, diba? So much
Right.
energy, the, yeah, something that they probably